So I understand that we'll be moving to ballot in the near future, but I understand the majority of those of you as council members feel that we as a community should decide for ourselves if this assessment is going to go through on this water project. However, it's not that simple, I don't think. There's a contradiction because you're very concerned about the rehabs taking over Malibu and clustering. And the fact is that this goes about, it's not going to be decided by the owners. If you were to review the petitions, if I sat down with either one of you, any one of you, to review how each owner feels about this, it's very clear that the owners, and the majority of the owners, are against this project. We all want water, but not at the cost of the public option. The reason why the ballot may still pass is because of the rehabs. We have 68 properties, and of those 68, 2 rehabs own 10 parcels. And so that would be the deciding vote. So I'm asking you to think about what your primary objective is. Is it to protect Malibu residents from public projects that will cause severe financial hardship to a significant percentage of the people living here who have put a lot of money into this project 14 years ago, not knowing what it would come out to be in terms of cost? It was going to be $1.5 million 13 years ago. Now we're looking at $12 million. We've lost control of the process, and I'm asking you to consider, before you automatically say yes, let's go to ballot, what that really means. There's a contradiction to your concern about protecting us from the proliferation and the clustering of rehabs, as again, such a significant percentage of the parcels in this project are owned by the rehabs, and they will be the ones who will be the deciding vote, particularly if you would look at the petitions. So from THHOA, having come down and spoken so many times, Scott DeLaw and Eric Meyer claiming they got 72% of the vote. Anytime you like to sit down and be led to discuss, go into the petitions, which are on file with the city, that it's not 72% who voted for the water project. It is more like 40% voted, and 60% either voted against it, did not vote in protest, or rescinded their vote, or not even owners in the area, but still the petitions were included from LA parcels. Also, we know that Water District 29 is coming up with over $200 million to upgrade our water in Malibu. I would ask you, before you rubber stamp the decision to go to ballot on this project, that we might be able an opportunity to discuss with Water District 29. They're paying the difference between special and general benefits. So Penfield and Smith have been very clear that we have 2 separate issues here. One is how much it would cost if we went to special benefits, which is just our community, and how much it would cost if we do it toward District 29's objectives. And that's a $2.5 million minimum, $2.5 million difference. So I think it's only fair if you're going to say go to ballot, that we not only are protected from rehabs, which will be the deciding vote, at the same time, but you also would be concerned that before we go to ballot, that we work with Water District 29 and ask them for over $200 million, they might put 1% to cover the difference between special and general benefits, because Proposition 218 is an extremely serious issue for all of the state of California, any municipality, when it comes to following that particular law. I also would ask you to, in review of everything I've said, just consider why Malibu City government is so advocating of this project with THHOA, which is a private corporation, not a homeowners association, and all in cooperation with the rehab corporations up there, as well as Vitriol. I know who Vitriol is, and how all these corporations in Malibu City are working together, whether you call it collusion or cooperation, against so many people who advocated originally, paid for the project originally, and now find instead of $1.5 million, it's $12 million, something we cannot afford. And in review, think about how many municipalities in California do not allow for projects that cause such severe financial hardship. And to wonder why Malibu City government is following the Act of 1913, how old is that act, that had a problem with it. It didn't protect homeowners from excessive assessments. And that's why the Majority Protest Act of 1931 was developed. And we're asking you to understand what that act is. Majority Protest of 1931, that an assessment cannot exceed 50% of the true value of a property. I appreciate that you would reevaluate your decision in the future and consider that. Thank you very much.
And to Art Mortell, as I said, for months and months, you mischaracterized the city's role again and again and again. And that's very disappointing that he would mischaracterize, misinform, misrepresent where the city is. I'm very happy that we're going to tape the meeting that's going to occur on April 29th, so that people can see for themselves what it's all about. Some of you are not affected by it, but there's been a lot of controversy. I did enjoy the vortex very much.